Hey, 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 hey. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, Mom. I'm in jail. Hello, hello, hello. Test 1, 2. Hello, hello, hello. Test 1, 2. Juana's here. How are you, man? It's just you and me right now. Little bit early. Want to make sure it was going to go live and nothing was going to glitch on me. It's been a while since I've streamed. But I think we are good. Oh, and Seribot has joined. Let's see if we can tweet this out as well. Let's see. Now go over here. Hey, Kenda, how are you? Thanks for jumping on. A little bit early, so we'll just hang out for a bit and see who else joins us. I'm going to angle that a little bit so I can see. But we have the stream information up. And let's see. Got all of our docking windows open. So it looks like you're here, Bawana's here. The boxes are here. I mean, that's all we really need, right? But, I don't know. Let's give some people some time and see who shows up before we break into these. How's the, Kenda, how's the response been on Twitter to your post? I haven't had a chance to go back and check it in a while. Good, very supportive. That's what I want to hear. We are all backing you on this one. You are not in the wrong. You've been wronged, and we all are backing you. Westerly One, hello.
I can talk like Perillo. How's this? Do I sound like Perillo? Do I sound like Perillo? I'm trying to sound like Perillo. I don't know if I sound like Perillo, but what if I go Star Wars, Star Wars, Star Wars, Star Wars?
Sound like Perillo? Paul, yo, how are you? CNC Padawan is here. Westerly One's here. Bawan is here. More nasal. Okay, let's try this again.
Star Wars, Star Wars, Star Wars.
To Bob Dylan, or is that it? Doing okay, Paul. We're gonna wait for some people to get here since we went live a little bit earlier. but we're going to try to get through the LDO boxes. And I just realized has my name and address and everything all over them. But that's okay. We have Bawana in the chat, so Bawana can entertain everybody with dad jokes while I cover any evidence up on this before it shows up on camera. You know, so I don't get crazy things in the mail that I don't want, need. Glendon's here. Hello, sir. Good day. It is probably close to Florida temps here today, Bawana. Or at least in my garage, it's pushing 28 Celsius from here, whatever the heck that is. How many dads does it take to screw in the light web? None, just deal with it. True story. True story. Especially my dad. I don't think you'd catch him screwing in a light bulb. These boxes are heavy. Flex. Paul, I think you got a Voron kit too, didn't you? Ouch. I think you got a different kit though. I don't think you got the LDO. Or did you get the smaller LDO kit? I think that should cover it. You didn't get the LDO. Okay. Printed Solid does sell the LDO kit. I did not see the 2.4 kit on their website last night. Sorry for the shaking camera there. This box really is heavy. Oh, FY Setsi is in the doghouse. They are on the bad company list. They're the ones that are going through and patenting everything from the Hang printer to the Prusa 3D to E3D Revo hot ends and you name it. They're trying to file patents on all of that stuff in China. They're on the dirty company list right now. Glendon, that's fair. I mean, it's only a 300-page manual. Sit in your living room for some time. That makes sense. Bawana, yeah, LDO kit is available through Printed Solid. Mine was sent to me direct from LDO, but it is the same kit that goes to Printed Solid. I just was able to broker a deal with LDO to buy it direct and get it a little bit early so I could, go through it, and part of that is give them any feedback on anything that I find that they may want to update or fix in the kit. Zach, how you feeling, brother? You looked like poop the other day. Did you end up with corned beef again, or is it just a flu? Not in stock yet. Yeah, I think, Glendon, what I was hearing was that Printed Solid was going to be getting it at the end of June, at least the 350 kit. I don't know about the smaller ones. Oh, Zach, man, I feel for you. I hope you recover quickly this time, and hope the rest of the family doesn't get it. Make sure you isolate down in your nerd cave. But 350 is the size, correct? So the build volume is 350 by 350 by 350, which translates to, in English into big by huge by oh my god, or something along that nature. It's bigger than a CR10. It's marginally bigger than the Prusa XL. Oh no, you're kidding, Zach. Lady Rutledge has it too. Oh, I hope it doesn't hit her hard. So, thanks for the alert, Westerly One. We'll get building here shortly. Or, well, actually, I don't think we'll actually get any building done tonight. But the goal for tonight, what I want to do, besides maybe see if we can get Buwana and Zach to have like a dad joke off. They've both kind of got it down pat. The plan for tonight is to open the boxes, go through, inspect everything, make sure there's no damage. Maybe if there's a BOM, we're going to do an inventory of the components, and depending on how long I can stand the heat out here in this garage, we'll play it by ear. See what we can get done. I still need to print the parts for it, the printable side. I haven't even picked a color ABS for it yet. Was kind of wanting to wait to print the parts until I could see what color blue the frame is and how it looks, so I could try to choose the primary and the accessory colors to kind of go with it. But I have some ideas of what I want to do. I had considered going blue on blue on blue, just with all different shades of blue, but I don't know if I want to do that, or if I want to go maybe with a gunmetal gray with a black or another shade, kind of darken up the trim and the printed parts a little bit. A lot of options. A lot of printing to do for those, but so for those that aren't into 3D printing, this is a Voron kit, and I would throw out a printed solid link to it, but they are not online, or I'm sorry, they do not have it listed. So I am just going to throw out the link to the Voron 2 here to their gallery, which doesn't show a lot of pictures, but it does show a couple of the printers that people have built. The Voron is majorly big. I mean, as far as making things like helmets or larger practical prints. It's very fast. I can pair it with a large nozzle, to make that large prints even faster by printing more plastic at the same time. So it's going to be fun. It's a Core XY, similar to the Prusa XL and a lot of the other ones out there. It's going to be zippy. In fact, it's the same motion system as the Bamboo uses, that everybody's talking about right now. And I'm hoping to still get a Prusa XL eventually down the road. The goal for me with the Voron was I kind of wanted a tinkering machine. It's a fun build. I mean, it's a long build. It's a huge build. But once it's built, it's a DIY machine. It's not something like the Prusa XL. If I'm buying a Prusa, I want it to work out of the box. I don't want to mess with it. I don't want to hack anything on it. I just want it to work. So that's like your daily driver. That's the car that you leave parked out in front of your house in the driveway, that you take back and forth to work every day. You got to do the maintenance. You got to take it in for tire changes and oil and everything else, but that's just your daily driver, and you leave it alone. I want this to be the hot rod that stays in the garage that you tinker with on the weekends. Like tool time, Tim's hot rod in the car that he goes out and my kids are grown, so I guess I can't bring them out here and you know, teach them lessons while turning a wrench on this thing, but the sentiment will be there. But let's see, we're up to 8 viewers. Kind of want to wait till at least 8 o'clock, since I'd said probably 8 to start the stream, before I start getting into the boxes. But so, Zach, with you being under the weather again, is that going to impede your filming schedule and you know, the day job stuff? Or are you going to be able to keep up with that after coming off of a nice vacation? Either edit on proxy or something, or yeah, Glendon, it's going to be a fun journey. I think, you know, I want to stream the parts where I can interact with the chat and stuff here to keep it entertaining. I don't want it to just get boring where I'm sitting here turning wrenches and you're watching it. For the parts where it's just, you know, repetitious, you know, part together, screw in, etc. I'm going to try to, if I can do it, I'm going to try to do that on Stream Deck. That way I don't, you know, get distracted by interacting with the chat. I can just function on building, or focus on building. You know, and you guys can be you guys. And you can watch everybody else's machines move while mine's pretending like it wants to. That seem logical? And maybe it'll be the first ever printer build ever done. Let's see. While we wait, let me see if I can do something here. I'm going to put OBS over into studio mode. I'm going to see if I can angle this. Way over there. Bear with me for a second. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see that or not. That part of that's the mess, but if you can see that blue printer going way over in the corner there between the toolbox and the tall Delta, that's a super secret project that's been going for a while now. That's the see, yeah, you can kind of see it there. It's way up there, but let's see if I can angle that. There we go. Maybe you can see it a little bit better there. I don't want to screw up the scene too much, but that is the super secret project that I'm working with AZ Pinoy on. No one can know. Well, they can know I'm doing the project, Glendon. They just can't know what it is. But that is sponsored by Printed Solid, and I'm walking over to take a peek at it. We are at 95 hours and 34 minutes on the print so far, and we are at 41%. And I will probably need to change the first roll of filament tonight. So it is a long print. I am using a lot of support on it. You know, it's printing slower than it would probably be. Definitely slower than the Voron. Yeah, but it's. I want it to come out right the first time. I don't want to have to weld it together like I did for the project that I did for Zach. Make it look like a battle damaged item. So 7:58. A couple more minutes and we'll start cranking these open. Wow, that glare on that. Oh. I wish that camera had a remote so I could zoom in better from the distance it's at. Other than tweaking it in OBS. But when we go, we will go to there, and we'll use that scene to try to open stuff up. And maybe the waves will lull some of you to sleep. Don't know. Let's take a peek here. And who we got going? High print quality feasible with super iron speeds, detail wise. Possibly. I mean, it's all physics, right? So if a machine can be built rigid enough and it can maintain... Oh, thanks for the sub, Fix 'em, dude. I appreciate that. If the machine can maintain, rigidity, and it can print the material, melt the material and extrude the material fast enough to maintain those speeds, and the print head or the print motion mechanism is rigid enough that you don't get physics, in the way, high quality is feasible. Again, it just comes down to physics. One of the biggest things that we have to counter is in motion is changing directions. And if you think about that in terms of a car, right? If you're going straight and you want to turn, physics is going to make your car lean into the turn. So you're going to get, when a print head is moving and it tries to turn, or it suddenly wants to go another direction, you're going to get some torsion there and get some twist on that. Likewise, it's just like when you apply your brakes or you slam on your brakes and your nose dives. When you get to a corner and suddenly want to change directions or slow your speed down, you're going to have acceleration and deceleration issues where that's going to kind of want to take a dive, or gravity's going to take over and keep it going. So that's why you see a lot of the ringing issues when you make corners or flaws in your prints. And those are all the things that have to be compensated for to achieve the high speeds. A lot of those can be calculated mathematically, and the newer firmwares and softwares like Clipper can compensate for a lot of those if they can be calculated. Mr. Fix-em Dude. Mr. Fix-em Dude. All right, well, it's 8:02. Should we open the boxes? I did pre-open them just to make sure that LDO didn't throw anything inside, that the rest of the world shouldn't see, and to make sure there was no obvious damage, but I didn't go through anything. All the boxes. All right. You want to start with the big heavy box or the small box underneath first? You guys tell me which box, which box? Sneak peek of top secret LDO stuff coming up. Big one. Yeah, it's not top secret. Again, the Voron is open source, so there's nothing there. Big box, of course. Okay. I figured you would say that. There we go. we go. All right. Okay, big box is open. Should we do the little one now? Just kidding. There is a box inside of a box. Unfortunately, I can't create any more lift or space on that one to lift it up. And Boana said big one too. So let's look at the box inside the box. And that's where all of the goodies are. Oh. Maybe what I should do, if I could do it without breaking my back, you know what I'm going to do? Hang on, bear with me for a second. Let's see if I can do this without breaking anything. Let's see if we can do this. I'm going to... All right. Adult language pending. That hurt. Okay, and if I can do this, we're going to take the inside big box out of the outside big box. Come on. All right. $10 and you break something, you're on. 20 bucks says I wouldn't tell you if I did. All right, so now we have the big box that was in the big box out of the big box, which still doesn't give you much view, but it's a little bit more there. Let me see if I can do anything about that camera to get you a little more view. Hang on. Let's see here, camera control. I can zoom in, but I can't zoom out. Nope, I'm afraid I can't do much about that because of the distance to the camera. So, sorry, we're stuck with that view for now. All right, so we have the first layer, little note with my name. And this means that we can put the other stuff that we take out of here back in the other box. So the first thing that is in here, you can see, if I turn it this way, then you should be able to read it. There we go. That is the big tree octopus. So that is included in all of the kits. And does not have stepper drivers included on it, but that is the control board. As you can see, it's very reflective and very glary. But that is the brain, or the partial brain, the control board. Millie 3D, welcome. Thanks for coming over, and thanks for the thank you for the sub. How are you? You coming over from Chris's stream, or where were you hanging out tonight? Or Maker Deck, or? Okay. All right. They did include for me a Raspberry Pi 4. I know that's the rarity. Joshua XP. Evening. Hello. Amish Ace. How you doing, Brett? Thanks for jumping on. Bashing your head out over this palette. Yeah, I went through that about 3 years ago. Stopped. Do a Dreamer. Randy, how are you? Yeah, this is the big boy. This is the 350. Joshua XP waving hello. How did I get that gold? The Raspberry Pi is included as an option, so you can get those with the kit optionally. I don't know, depending on where you buy it. If you buy it at Printed Solid, I don't believe they have the option with the Pi, but some of the other vendors do have that option with or without. And these are the two little goodies that E3D put in here for me that are not included in the standard kit. This is the new, I think it's pronounced Fatus? Yeah, I agree, Joe. It's probably easier to get them when you can buy them in bulk. Well, Buana, I've got probably a dozen Pi 3s. Fadus, thanks, Papa Berry Z. Fadus. I've got probably about a dozen Pi 3s, and I figure that's going to be my retirement plan. I'm just going to cash in and sell those out. Anyway, so this is the new Fadus Rapido hot end, which I've just looked up on their website. And I believe this is going to be their... Well, it's stuck, and I don't want to pull it. I believe this is going to be their partial solution to the... You need a B+, Papa Bear? We'll work something out. I think this is going to be their answer to the Revo, or their attempted. So if that shows up clearly, it has a cylinder-shaped ceramic heating element going down a long core this way, rather than what the others do. And then they have the silicone block that fits over it, like so. And then the nozzle just goes in the front. They are using a modified groove mount, so it does have your standard groove mount, but it's also knurled so that it won't spin. And it has notches in it here and here, so that you can use that to key it, to keep it from going down and sliding down. So that's going to be interesting to play with, and they've included a couple of nozzles in here. Let's see what these are. Wow, that's stuck. Let's see how it looks. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. So it has this block on it, and it looks like the nozzle threads through that block. And I don't know. We'll have to look at it closer later. There's that one. Oh, thanks, Randy. Yeah, it's been a while. I've been on the road. Was in Hawaii and then Dallas and then back to Hawaii and all over the place. Hollywood and 3 Pi 3 will work. That's correct. From what I'm told, the Pi 3 will work. Nothing under a 3. That's what I've read as well. It's going to be interesting to see. 3D Medic Vince, evening. Thanks for jumping in. We're just getting started on this, and we're covering a couple of the bonus items that LDO put in here for me. One of them is this Fadus Rapido hot end. Their newer one. Looks nice on their website, but we'll check it out. This is the UHF version, whatever that means. And let's set that aside. And we've got a Dragonfly BMO. I believe that's one of their earlier models. Creative Bear 3D, thanks for joining. Papa Bear Easy, I believe so. I believe that is the high flow. This is the Dragonfly BMO, which I don't know what's different about this from their original Dragonfly. I know it's heavy AF, and it's well machined, and it's blue. It's always bonus points for being blue. And it has the nice shiny chrome looking nozzles, which I don't know what material these are made out of, but they are nicely chromed. I am going to assume they are steel. What type of steel and what the plating is, I don't know. I don't know if it's nickel or something else, so going to have to do some research on those. Let's see, how does that go back on there? This way. Okay. So E3D arranged to throw those in for me just so I can play with them. Have to look into the BMO and see what's different on that. Big mouth option. Is that what it stands for, Hollywood? Does it say what that offers? Is that like a high flow? I'm assuming you were looking on their website, or you just pulled that out of your butt. If you did, that was a good answer. Correct, Papa Bear. It's the R2 kit. It is the latest. Oh, it's out of your head. Okay. So this says the stealth burner upgrade kit. Higher flow than Chris Pirillo. You know, I don't want to. Depends. Are we talking before his endoscopy or after? All right. So this looks like a fastener kit for the stealth burner fastener kit, and they throw in some PET G, some clear. So I'm gonna have to do some reading, see what that is. I'm not sure what the stealth burner is. Papa Bear, do you know anything about the stealth burner? What that is on this? It does say it's beta. All right, we're getting to the meats and potatoes here. Oh no, my mic fell off the clip. There we go. Better? Lenses for LEDs. Okay. That would make sense. It is very clear PET G, and this is a power supply 24 volt. Let's find out. It's a very slim power supply. Let's take a look at it. I get all the cool toys. I don't know, you get your share of cool toys to fix them, dude. This is a genuine Meanwell power supply. It is glaring in the light. Set to 230 volts, of course, so I'm going to flip that switch while I'm in here before I forget to 110. Because I would likely do the forgetful thing. So 24 volts, 8.8 amps, so roughly 200 watts ish, 220 or so. Yeah, it probably does have a decent sized MOSFET. We'll get down there, go through and look at everything. It smells good. It smells like they potted it well. In fact, it smells like they potted it and packaged it wet. You still get that board smell. Let's see. electronics 1 of 2 and electronics 2 of 2. Well, let's just pull these out. These are DIN rails and cable capture thingies. So those are going to be for wire management and mounting boards and such. So let's set those aside. Electronics 1 of 2. LDO Voron Kit V2-2205-300, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to read you the rest of my serial number. 2.4 DIY kit by LDO Motors. It talks about everything that should be in here. And this has the Nevermore filter kit and the Clicky Mod kit. But so let's see what we have in here. Cat 6 pass-through, a heatsink, and some thermal tape for the Pi, probably. Oh, Chris Perillo, hey, thank you for the raid, sir. How are you tonight? All right, my double duty mods. Can we have a shout out, please, for Mr. Perillo? Perillo. Yeah, I can't do it. Zach, I think, is the only one that can do that. You need Pi. Where's Pi? We've got Pi. We've got Pi. You want Pi? I got Pi. I got Pi 4. We got a Lego walk. Fix 'em dude. Hello 3PO. Oh, that's right. I forgot Hello 3PO was in here. The Free Heathen, thanks for coming over. Creative Bear 3Ds. Dark Knight. Local Maker. Yeah, the box has... No, this box... Oh, the bottom box has your name on it. The top one does not. Nope, that's my box. Let's see, who have I missed here? Nomi3, how are you? I'm scrolling back through. Creative Bear 3D. MadCat USA, how are you? Thanks for coming over. American Chris Hansen. Zombie Hedgehog. Liz is here. Thanks for the sub, Liz. It's the other Chris. Killian 9999999 here is here. Ryu. And hopefully, did I miss anybody? If I missed you, I apologize. I'm scrolling through, and I may not be as blind as Perillo tonight, but I'm still blind. Oh, it's Polymaker here. Hey, Polymaker, how are you? Thanks for joining us tonight, Nick. Liz, so Polymaker, I have a question for you while you're here. ASA or ABS? I know the ABS is recommended. Oh, it's morning. That's right. Okay. Good morning then. Maker Deck. No, what's Maker Deck? Fix 'em, dude. So you're recommending ASA Polymaker? Okay, so that's what I think I'm going to go with. So I need to go through and look and see what ASAs you guys have available here. You use ASCII. Funny, Chris. Yeah, I don't like printing ABS or ASA. They both give me instant migraines. ESL, funny. Lots of ASA colors now. Teal's my favorite. Well, wait till we get down to the rods, and then we're going to pick the colors. I waited to pick the colors until we could actually get the rods out and see what shade the blue is. Um, oh, you're gonna build? Are you gonna build a Voron, Nick? If you're gonna build a Voron, I can introduce you to the guys at LDO. In fact, maybe you guys should do a prepackaged Voron filament kit. You know, that has just the amount that you need to print all your pieces out there and sell it as a Voron kit. ASW, Air Surface Warfare. And air surface air. Sorry, Navy talk. I think you'll like it, Nick. It's 300 pages though to the manual. So I mean, if you start now, it might be done by the time your little ones are in college. Unless you don't do anything else, or not spend any time with your family. Time is always the problem, exactly. Zombie Hedgehog, you need a kit? Well, Printed Solid should have them in stock soon. I'm not sure who else is going to be carrying them in the U.S. Nick has so much free time. All right, back to the electronics box. Let's see what else we have in this box so we can wrap it up and get it out of the way, right? We had the heatsink, we had the power connector, which it's already crimped and pre-wired with fuses on the back, which is nice. We have a solid state relay, 24 volts, 5 to 24 volts on the input side, 24 to 220 AC on the output side. It's a 20 amp. And we have what looks to be a DIN rail mount. I love these guys. DIN rails are something that the US has not picked up on a lot yet and really needs to. Europe and the rest of the world has it down with DIN rails. All right, let's see what this box is. This is Mini 12864. That's going to be the LCD. And a rubber ducky, so we know it's a big tree. Okay, that's going to stay out. That's going to be a cat toy. Can a Voron be bought directly? I know it's less fun, but more efficient. Yeah, bamboo. Well, Nick, I believe there are some companies that sell on AliExpress, and I know you have alternatives to AliExpress over there. There are companies that sell pre-built Vorons. They're usually the smaller ones, not the large size. I don't know how big you want to go. Teal orange, teal dark blue, red gray, purple gray. I agree with all of those, but you got to see the rails. The rails are going to be blue. Yeah, they're clones, but if you want to, okay, so we'll sidetrack there for a second. I'll get on my soapbox. It's hard to call something a clone if it's an open source project. So I know what people mean when they say clone, but if they're building and selling an open source project, it's not technically a clone. So we've got to be careful how we judge those, because a lot of those are actually pretty good quality. Now, if they go nut to nut and bolt to bolt like they do with the Prusa Mark III's for some of the kits that FY Setsi does, where they go nut to nut, bolt to bolt, same orange, everything, that is definitely a clone, especially when they call it a Prusa i3. Zombie Hedgehog, I know. It's one of my soapboxes that I get on. I get very particular sometimes on word use, especially when I'm in front of a camera or in front of an audience, because those of us, and Randy and CNC Padawan in there know, because they've known me for years. Just like ABL, or automated bed leveling or automatic bed leveling, it's another word that we shouldn't be using, because we're not leveling the bed. If it was moving the bed, that would be ABL. But assisted bed leveling, I can go with that. But the Dollar Tree Voron, I like that. But anyway, I can tend to get very particular sometimes about words, just because I want to make sure that I'm setting a positive example and using the right words, so that we're not disparaging the community. Bionic, welcome. Yes, you are seeing an LDO box here. So that was the electronics box 1. Now, the fun part is to see if I can get everything back in it. Oh. Yeah, see, Nick, you get me. It's not leveling a bed, you're making it true to the z-axis. But and again, I mean, technically we should be calling it tramming if we're making adjustments to it, right? I mean, isn't that the proper term? And that's used in machining. But yeah, again, it's a bad word, and not a bad word as in you know what I mean. I tried to set a positive example and use the right words. So when I can. Anyway, did I miss a... Ooh, Joshua XP, thank you for the sub. I appreciate that very, very, very much. That's 2 months in a row. Hollywood is tramming with us. Let's see what's in this box. This one has a mustache brush. I believe that is for Perillo. A box of PCBs. A clicky kit. That's going to be fun. That's got a little switch on it that goes clicky, clicky, clicky. Here's the stepper drivers that go with that board. They are, survey says, TMC 2209s. And let's take a look at one of them with heat sinks. So we'll actually do a little research on those and find out if heat sinks should actually be used on these stepper drivers or not. No, you don't. You don't see steppers yet, Hollywood. You see stepper drivers. Oh, there was a ducky. Ducky's right here. I got the ducky. That's going to be my cat toy. We have the input shaper toolkit here in this little box with a couple of little boards and other thingies. Red, blue, ground terminal blocks. And these look like they are made to attach to the DIN rails, and a bunch of other pieces. Some sort of a lanyard here. Print a steppy. LDO Motors steppy. Okay. So we have a clicky, we have a steppy, we have a couple of plastic pieces that I don't know what they are. Starting my sleeping night. What is the exact function of your rubber duck? The function of the rubber duck is going to be to entertain my 2 cats so that they don't chase each other, so that I don't have to go chasing them, so I have time to build this kit. Let's see, have a good day. Nick, thanks for stopping by. I might ping you later. Nick, and ask you some questions about ASA. Get some opinions from you there, if you don't mind. So have a good work day. Don't work too hard, and I don't know. Don't make any colors that I wouldn't make. Cats do love bright colors. All right, so see, steppers or linear rails? Which one should we open next? Oh, I'm sorry, that's cable kit. Cable kit, steppers, or linear rails. What do you guys want to open next? Let's see what's in there. That engineer, welcome. I didn't see you come in earlier. Thanks for joining. Rubber Ducky, you're the one. My cats have so much fun. Digital Dark Knight, thanks for coming in. Right. What do we want to do? We want to look at steppers, we want to look at sliders, or we want to look at wires? Rails. All right. Fixin' Dude says rails. So Joshua XP says rails. So let's take this party off the rails. Ready? The rails reveal. Yeah, that's not exciting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rails. They are labeled as LDO, branded rails, I should say. Branded as LDO. I do not want to open them and get body oil on them, but that was a bigger rail. Oh, that's a little rail. That's a skinny little rail. So much rail. Skinny rail. Skinny rail. Skinny rail. Skinny rail. So it was just one big rail, which isn't actually that much bigger than the skinny one. Just slightly bigger. Don't want to mix up my rails. All right. I don't know how the heck I'm going to get out of here tonight with all these boxes on the floor. 12 is the big one for the X. That sounds about right. And would make sense. How oily are you? Not oily enough. So much rail. Let's do the rails. All right, so let's set the mustache brush aside over here with the rubber ducky. I'm going to let you stare at this box for just a second. We're going to go to here. I'm going to let you stare at the box for just a second. I'm going to run over and check the filament on that super secret project. And looks like we have several hours left to go. All right, so let's go. Back to here. So let's take a look at the cable kit Rev A. And 1, 2, 3, 4 bags of cables. They are all pre-terminated. Fancy. Don't want to open those up just yet. Heard the horrors of making this come together, Joshua? It is a big build. It's not something for the faint of heart, that's for sure. Um, Papa Bear, are you still out there? How long did yours take you to build? I know you were doing it on stream. Well, thank you, Joshua. I appreciate that. That will help caffeinate me for this. All right. Belts, chains, and fans. More motors. Let's look at the motors. And Mad Cat, thank you for the sub. And I apologize if I miss any of you guys. I'm trying to catch everything there in chat. Oh, that is very cool. All right, so we have our steppers. They are NEMA 17s with the LDOs. They are 0.9. And the cables, of course, are cut to what looks to be an appropriate length. Let's see, this one has a connector rather than a cable with some dust in it. There is a single pancake stepper, which I'm going to assume is for the extruder. Zenbender, yeah, it's a good point. It's not hard, it's just big. Sounds like when all you had was the CAD, that would have been a nightmare. All right, so that's our stepper. Oh, and they include clips for the stepper wires that labeled with E and Z, and they're little tiny things there. We'll set this one aside and move on to the next box. Nomi3, thank you for the follow. MadCat USA, thank you for the 100 bits. Glendon, Hollywood in 3D, put the bed on at the end. That seems like a solid plan. Glendon, there's pros and cons of having it pre-wired versus the connectors. Over time, the connectors can start to vibrate out, after a while. So there's pros and cons to both. It depends on where the motor is going. I wouldn't necessarily want, for example, an extruder stepper on a direct drive that's going back and forth to have a connector there rather than soldered wires coming out, because that gives a little bit of strain relief. Ooh, Hype Train is close. Thank you, MadCat USA, for the gift sub. Who was the recipient? Sioris. Sioris has just subscribed. And MadCat USA, another 100 bits. You guys are determined to try to start a Hype Train, it looks like. I think you're just one more cheer away from that triggering. Let's see. Belts, chains, and fans. Have a tool head board on this kit. That's my understanding, Miller. Yes. Oh, and Fix'em Dude triggered the Hype Train. All right. Let's see what you guys can do. I don't have any Legos here I can walk on. Oh my gosh, level 2 already. Wow. Oh, Fix'em Dude tossed out a... Oh, no. Hollywood in 3D tossed out a bunch of subs. There we go. Thank you. We are at... Wow, this is going quicker than I can keep up with. Zenbender is paying forward a gift. Thank you, Zenbender. Walk on your linear rails. No, I'm not going to walk on the linear rails. Dump out a bed of fasteners then. Yeah, I could maybe do that. Miller 3D just gifted 5 subs. Oh my gosh, guys, thank you. Oh, I'm sorry, Miller 3D Designs. I keep getting your name backwards. You guys all change your names. Thank you, everyone. Joshua XP, back in there with 100. Where are we at on this thing? Fuko! How are you, brother? Thanks for the 100 bits. We are almost at a level 5. We are at a level 5. My gosh, this is quick. Creative Bear, 200. Thank you very much. This is going quick. Level 5, level 5. Can we kill it? Can we kill it? All right, so I'm man enough to acknowledge that the only reason that people are subscribing to me is because they want the Fix 'em Dude emotes and the tacos. I get it. It's not about me. It's about the emotes, right? I'm totally cool with that. And just full disclosure, Fix 'em Dude actually does all my emotes for me. So, you know, he made his own emotes, which is how he got them right in the first time. We are in a level 5 at 10%. Here we go. How about if I comb the hair with the wire brush? Does that sound painful enough? Nope. That doesn't do much of anything. Silver's in there, thank you. Silver's O. Guess the wire brush doesn't do much for the hair or for the pain factor. Pez Liz, thank you very much. We are at 20% on that level 5. My mustache. I don't have a mustache. I shaved last weekend. What if I stepped on the wire brush? I don't have a camera pointed down at the floor. I mean, I can step on it, but all you'd hear is me scream. Brush your teeth with it. Ew. I don't know if my dentist would like that. I can try it. Okay, that's like chewing on tinfoil. I could, even on my front teeth, I could feel the sparkies there. Thank you, Pez Liz. Thank you, Silver Zero. Nice dodge, and that's just evil. Yes, evil. You are evil. Well, you were Air Force, so of course you're evil. Okay, I still feel that on my teeth there. I could chug an entire glass of water. How would that work? Whoa! Thank you, Duo. I'll take your sub. Thank you. That's at 37%. We're getting there. MadCat USA, that's right. That engineered was Air Force. There. Done. Okay, now I'm going to have to pee. Maybe that wasn't a good idea. Got a minute and a half left. Too far. What was too far, Hollywood in 3D? Which one? Creative Bear, thank you for the bits. Silvero, thank you. Oh, Crybo, thank you very much too. We're at 63%. Minute left. You know, we might just make it. MadCat USA, I'm with you there. I mean, I was Navy, so you're all just passengers to me. Oh, my teeth? Yeah, that was kind of... I don't think my dentist is going to like that next week. Oh my gosh, Crybo killed it. Thank you very much. Oh, and Miller 3D Designs is back in there topping it off. Wow. And American Christian Hansen. No, I missed that. Thank you very much, though. With all the flood going by on my screen, I missed that. Thank you so much. And anybody else that I might have missed, let me scroll back. Oh, Joshua XP with another 100. Thank you. Crusty, crusty, crusty. Woo! All right. Zenbender's retired Army as well. It sounds like we got a decent share of vets in here. So little past Memorial Day, but thank you all for your service. Wow, very nice hype train. Thank you, everyone. 1,800 bits, 21 subs. Woohoo! One of the Army guys wants to give us an oorah. Oorah! I don't know. I don't have the bass in my voice to do that. Choo choo. Thank you, everyone. That was a killer hype train. That actually went really quick. 12 years in the chair force. Are you automatically outdone? I mean, chair force. American Chris Hansen, test complete, test received. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Let me scroll back through now that the hype train's over and make sure I didn't miss anybody like American Chris Hansen. We had Miller 3D Designs. We had Duo Dreamer in there. We had Silver O. We had Creative Bear. Let's see. We had Pez Liz in there. We had Silver O. We had American Chris Hansen from the noob. There we go. Thank you very much, sir. Creative Bear 3D. Fuko. Wow. THX. Miller 3D Designs. I mean, you're all in here. Zenbender. Wow, you guys killed that. Thank you. Thank you very much, all of you that participated in that. Hoop, hoop. Yep. All right, let's get to this next box. Belts, chains, and fans. Because we all want to get to the meat and potatoes of this thing and see what color the rails are, right? That's the important part. So it is belts, chains, and fans. And these are J-Flow branded belts, which are very nice. Yeah. All right. I don't think I'd be taking down anybody's lightsaber, but hoop, 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 hoop. Yeah, it does sound kinky, doesn't it? Let's leave that one for Perillo. I think Chris likes the kinky stuff. Oh, and there's also rubber feet in this box. And it don't want to close. So far, I've been very impressed with the Mad Cat USA branded chains. Did you custom print your own and put your own labeling on them? That's awesome. So far, I've been very impressed with not only the packaging, but the organization of all of the LDO parts. I mean, they've done a really good job of, you know, of keeping everything together in pieces, or you know, by association. This is, wow, it's like in a super secret black bag, but that is an IEC cord, and not just any IEC cord, it is a US IEC cord. So it is the proper one for my voltage here. 3D printed zip chains, still from my Voron 2.2. They're a pain. Yeah, they are a pain in the butt to get together. They're easy to print. They're a pain to get together. I had printed those 2014 or so for my my G-Max. They are a pain to get them to snap together without shattering. Creative Bear 3D needs some sleep. All good, sir. We're just getting everything opened up tonight anyway, so we'll start the actual build another time. Today we're just trying to find the bottom of this box and the box underneath it. So thank you. Fasteners, tools, and MISC. So we have things and stuff. We have zip ties. It looks like a very specific count of zip ties as well. We have 3M brand tape. That looks like double-sided tape, thick double-sided tape. Bowden tubing. This is interesting, 4x3mm, but it is very translucent, very clear. So I don't think this is PTFE Bowden tubing. I think this is probably vinyl, which will work fine, you know, for a direct dry printer, and it's just acting as a guide, as long as it doesn't off gas inside the chamber. And we have, ooh, these are aluminum handles, so we can do one handle curls. Neodymium magnets. We've got some hex keys, a screwdriver, and a threaded insert tool in here. All very cool. We have, oh, bags of nuts and bolts, and if you can see that there, it says backup, which means they include spares. So anyone that includes spares is my friend, because you're always going to find one or two screws that are cross-threaded or not machined correctly, or something going on with those, right? All right, we'll set that aside. We have motion or build plate. Which one do you guys want to open next? You tell me here. We have 3 boxes left inside here. Build plate, motion, and the frame. Frame we're saving for last. So what do we want to do? Build plate, motion, motion. Zender Bender says motion. All in favor? There's a motion on the table. All in favor, say aye. We have what looks like foam tape. Some very big pulleys. Some idler gears, 2 GT, 4 pieces. We have some idler gears deflanged, which means that they don't have the upper lip on them. Motor gears, 17 teeth. These look similar to a Bondtech gear. Let's see, we have lots and lots of bearings. 625 2RSs. Just do it. I hate printing those 80-tooth gears. Glad they're aluminum ones now. Yeah, I think that would be a pain in the butt, to be honest. And we have some shafts. All right. And we have some Teflon tubing, 4x2. So that looks like our motion stuff. Come on, nobody's going to hum along the theme song to Shaft for that one? Just do it. All right, we're down to the heavy 2 pieces in here. The build plate and the frame kit. And we can do the Joel telling with that box. Frame kit. All right, I'm going to switch over and give you, where is my magic button for the overhead? There we go. I'm going to give you that view. I know it cuts off a little bit of the corner there, but it gives you a bigger screen. We'll Why it cuts off the corner, I don't know, but it does. So we'll only hold you there for a second. Before we go back, let's take a look at our build plate. Again, 120 volts. So that means it is an AC build plate. The ERCF MMU and the Mobius 4 extruders still use the printed 80-tooth gear. Wow. Ooh, wow. We have a textured Voron Designs product of LDO motors. We have a textured plate with a magnetic sheet on the back. With 3M 300 LSE tape, which I believe is rated at bed temperatures. MJB codes, welcome. Perillo. Making TIE fighters. Strange looking pizza, agreed. Joshua XP's back. He ate the pizza. I see a pizza box, but no pizza. All right, so this is the Mix 6 bed. This is what is so freaking heavy in here. So this is why I wanted to switch cameras on you. If I can get it in view there. That is how thick your build plate is. If I throw some calipers on there, which I think my battery's dead in these, but I shouldn't need it for... oh, no, my battery's still good. I'm just going to go wide. Actually, I don't want to hit that other thing. It is 1 centimeter thick, 10 millimeters. So that is a very heavy pizza. And that is the 120 volts, 750 watt bed applied to the back. Looks like it's applied with adhesive with a bead of RTV around the edges. There's no real sharp edges. I mean, the machining on this looks good. Obviously, I can't say how flat it actually is until we get it out and get it on, but I don't want to take this off until we're ready to oh, I think that needs to go underneath in the hole so that nothing gets broken. You know, I suspect that once they catch up with initial orders, Zenbender, that there's a strong likelihood of them selling independent components. I mean, right now, you know, it's right now they're still having a hard time getting these things out the door, right? So let me get this all back together, and we will look at the main thing here. Get it in the hole, take it off, take it off. Let's get it on. All right. I got to remember not to sing because I am a worse singer, and I didn't know this was possible, but I am a worse singer than Chris Perillo. Canova heat mats are an issue right now. Oh, you mean that they're hard to source, Zenbender? Or they're problematic? And Canova is one of the largest silicone heater manufacturers in the world. All right, there's the peak. Ah, gotcha, hard to source. Okay. All right, this is the main event from the big box. This is the frame. So we have black cleanie rubbers. You bought one the other day, Japman. How long did it take for delivery, though? I mean, are they? or did you get a standard size, or did you get something custom made? Ready? All right, we have the blue angle corners. We have an LDO sticker, that's blue also. I like blue. And we have our rails, so not our rails, but our blue framing. So let's just take one out. Every single one of these is cut every single one of these is sorry, did I say cut? They're individually wrapped so that they don't bang and scratch each other. They are anodized all the way, even on the ends, into the tapped holes, so they're anodized through and through. The taps look clean, but that is our color. So we have our box of blue. Yep, they are anodized after cutting. I would concur with that. All right, so now we have to, now that's everything in here, but now I have a, the idea of what the, oh, and all the plates are underneath there too. Oh, no, they're not. Those aren't in here. Never mind. So now I get to pick some colors because I need to print the ASA parts. I don't know if I want to do another blue in the color or in the printed parts unless I do like a baby blue or maybe like a Chargers powder blue as the accent color. And maybe do a dark gunmetal gray or even a carbon fiber-ish color gray or a matte black maybe for the main piece color. I don't know, what do you guys think? Throw me some color ideas. White? White. White would be a hard sell. White for me would be a hard sell. Yeah, white is weak mechanically. It doesn't have good layer adhesion generally. It would collect dust and cat hair like crazy around here. And it turns yellow after a while. Leaning more towards darker colors. I had considered even like the light blue and charcoal. I had even considered maybe for the main color using like the Prusa Galaxy Black. Dark green. I'm not sure a dark green would go with this blue. Let me see if I can show you something here. I think I melted most of it down. Moment. I'm pretty sure I melted all of it down. The last of the Russell blue is gone. Ah, here's a piece. Oh. This is Russell blue. It was a color I had designed several years ago, and I don't have it in ABS or I only have it in PETG. Let me show you that. That color. I thought about using something similar to that for the accent color. It's actually a little bit more, the color is actually a little bit more aqua, a little bit more greenish than it shows in the camera. But I thought about using that Sparta 3D Glitter ABS Plus. Bond 2 well to a flex plate. Huh. Okay. I'm not familiar with their not familiar with their filaments. I will see what they have. Obsidian black. So is there obsidian black? Is that similar to the Prusa Galaxy black? Yeah, the color is more true in the main camera. Um, that one. Let me see if I can get that up. If so. Darker black and larger chunks of glitter. Oh, gotcha. I'll take a look at it. I'm not familiar with their filaments. Sparta 3D. A lot of good sparkles. And is that an ASA or an? Oh, it's an ABS Plus. Okay. I will take a look at it. See what their pricing looks like. I have a feeling I'm probably going to end up reprinting this thing, 5 or 6 times over the years. I will. I will likely build it for that Rapido hot end, that the Fadius Rapido hot end, or Rapido, that Jason from LDO included with it for me. But eventually, I will likely put I'll likely put an E3D Revo Voron hot end on it, just because I want to eventually standardize on the Revo so that all my printers use the same nozzle again. Page isn't good for pictures. Took pictures of spools in the bag. Orange or yellow would make a nice contrast. I don't know about orange and yellow with blue. I'm open to trying it, but I'm not not a huge fan. There's some orange on it. That's kind of starts making me think of Poison, the '80s band. But you never know. We'll try some stuff out. Lime green and gray. Of course, lime green. Lime green. All right, let me wrap these two pieces back up and set these two aside. This was the last pieces from the main box. I really like this blue anodizing that they did. It almost has. It's almost like it has an acid wash texture to it, like maybe it was frosted or something. It came with the 12.864, I believe. It did not come with a touchscreen. So, to be honest, I'm not 100% certain I'm going to go with Clipper on this. I likely will to at least get it started, but I don't know if I will leave that on there, or if I might look at moving to RepRap firmware at some point, or possibly there are rumors about a few forks of Marlin coming that people are working on, that are stripping all the bloat out of Marlin so that it's only meant to run. So, yeah, I mean, RepRap works fine too. Nothing vastly against Clipper. I as a guy who does software as part of my day job, I do take issue with with people referring to Clipper as firmware rather than software. But again, like I said earlier, I'm very particular on words because I don't like to set a bad example by referring to things wrong. I like to educate people with the right words. But all right, last piece is this. This is all of the panels, I believe. because that's the only thing left. Yep, panel kit. All right. And this looks to be a homemade box on the outside. And let's see, we are back on that screen. Yeah, I don't think we need to go overhead for the panels. These are all wrapped in lots of bubble wrap on a sheet of foam. And where did my sharp pokey thing go? I had a sharp pokey thing here. Ah. Put the sharp pokey thing in the pocket. This is an extra large pizza box. I'm being careful to cut the tape, but not nick any of the panels. I'm curious because I don't actually even know if these are the all acrylic panels or how they broke it up. Being completely honest, I believe Dave from Printed Solid offered options of black or white, but I don't know, what else he's got with those. All right. Ooh, is that good, Asmir? Yes, there's our ACM. That's correct. I did, but I don't know color-wise. I don't know. These might be ACM panels too. I can't tell through here. I don't know. I mean, if LDO is going to make panels, I don't know if Dave is duplicating the effort to make his own or not. Or if he's just going with the LDO panels for these. Or a little bit of both. Maybe he's maybe just for the panel kits he's making them himself, but for the ones from LDO perhaps he's using theirs for the kits. All right. Oh gosh, these are well wrapped. Three black and three clear. Well, we have another layer of wrap to go through to find out. These top ones do look black though. They also look thinner. You wrap well too. I wouldn't know. You still have that taco truck Matchbox you still haven't sent me, Chris. Well, I guess that's the other kind of wrapping, but so we got 5 stars to Printed Solid on how well this thing is packaged, because it is very, very well packaged. Unless somebody drops a refrigerator or an elephant steps on this thing, I don't think I don't think much damage is going to happen to this. Es muy skocum. Way more patient about taking the crap off than I would be. Well, I don't want to take it all the way off. I just want to peel it down enough to be able to look and see what we got. And so we have these two black panels, one large black panel, and let me peel off a corner. These are acrylic. They looks like they're black but slightly frosted. Let me go here and I'll try to show you. So those look like they're black but slightly frosted. Honor produced by Zintao, focused on high quality acrylic. No other specs or anything on them, but it looks to be about 4mm. The edges are smoothed. They're not showing signs of machine cutting on them, such as like a table saw scoring would leave. I don't know if they're laser cut or how they're doing it. The large black is the back wall, hide fingerprints better. Oh, the frosting hides the fingerprints better, or the black on the back, or the back in black. And all the other panels they feel like Lexan. As opposed to the acrylic, they have a different. I mean, I'm not an expert, but they're clear, but they feel like Lexan. They're a little bit less rigid, a little bit more flexible on these ones, which you guys, of course, can't see. So the clear ones inside here, they're actually slightly thicker, or the same thickness as the outside ones, but they have a little bit more flex to them. And those are clear. So yeah, frosted matte. Frosted matte. There we go. Not to be confused with frosted mini wheats. Gotcha. All right, I like these. So I'm going to have to go find some either ABS or ASC, probably ASA is the way I'm leaning. And start printing parts. But that's everything. That's all of the pieces. I mean, let's see, where's it at? There's the Sony. So we got two pizza boxes, a bunch of hamburgers, some corn dogs, pretty much everything. So that is the full set. Any other questions, you guys? It's about 9:30, so we've been going for about 2 hours now. We started a little bit early before most people got here, but probably a good time to call it soon if unless anybody has some questions. Only 2 hours. Yeah, only 2 hours. We all got to work tomorrow, right? So, all right, watch the build. So plan for the build. I will try to stream as much of it as I can. You don't have to work tomorrow, jerk. I have to be at JPL by 9 a.m., which means I've got to be up around 5. So, and deal with LA traffic. That's not going to be fun. Anyway, plan for this is I will try to keep streaming as much of the build as I can. You know, we'll try to keep it like this, but I do want to try to keep it interactive with you guys. And, you know, I don't want it to be where I'm spending 100% of the time on the build and leaving you guys there just, you know, bored watching. You know, when we get to some of those boring parts where we're just slapping pieces together, can you hear me now? All right, change the batteries again. So yeah, like Miller 3D Design said, it's hard to pay attention to chat when you're doing it. Sorry about that. The batteries died, but I've got 3 extra sets, so we are good to go, and those will just go back on the charger later. But yeah, I will do as much of the build as I can, where I can still pay attention to chat. We can tell jokes. You know, maybe we'll get some people to call in and kind of make it interactive and do some talking as we're doing it, like a phone call style. Make it a little party line kind of thing. I don't know. Maybe we'll get. We had Bowana telling dad jokes earlier. I'm not sure if he's still around or not, but Bowana is the king of dad jokes. One of them. Maybe we'll get Chris Perillo in. You know, telling me how to turn a wrench. That could be interesting. I don't know. We'll see what we can do to keep it fun, but I will probably take a lot of it over to MakerDeck. That's where we're going. My brain is frazzled. It's been a long day. So yeah, we'll try to take some of it over in MakerDeck as well, as long as I can find a position that I can build in. So, you know, we're just only watching hands and you're not watching me. Because if you're just watching me, we might as well do it on my stream with a big banner that says, you know, video only, mic's turned off, you know, chat's disabled or something. We don't want to do that. We want to keep it fun. So, but it might be kind of cool. I don't think anybody has built a printer or even done any maintenance or anything on MakerDeck yet. So maybe we'll take some of the tedious parts over there. So it's just kind of watch along with everything else that's going on over there. I agree, Hollywood. I think that would be fun too, Glendon. Show the kitties off. Kitties are not likely to get shown on stream. I'm out in the garage. Cats are in the house, and they are indoor-only kitties. We've got coyotes in our neighborhood, so cats that are allowed to go outside disappear without a trace. I mean, it's not even a ransom demand. They're just gone. And so there's inside kitties only. So unless I'm actually streaming in the house, not likely to see the kitties. That said, if I'm on MakerDeck, there's always a possibility that I'm actually building at the kitchen table. I might take some of it in, sit down and build at the kitchen table. That's right, we have seen Whisper. That's right. We also have Scoop on MakerDeck now too. The goldfish. Scoop is awesome. I want a Scoop hat, I think. Or a Scoop for President shirt. I think we should do a Scoop for President shirt. Scoop rocks. Yep, I get it. Oh, you're back, Joshua. We're just about to wrap. Just about to wrap up. Well, fix some dude on that. Well, I don't love y'all. I'm not Perillo. I don't love y'all, but I like y'all a hell of a lot. And thanks everyone for being here. Thank you all for that level 5 hype train. We will see you next time. Aloha. Oh, hey, actually, you know what? Hang on. Time out. Time out. Come back. Come back. Come back. Come back. Wait, 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 wait. Um, we're gonna go do a raid. I almost forgot. Let's raid. So we have two choices. We've got Amish Ace or Maker Deck. Bawana's here. Oh, Bawana left, so he doesn't get a vote. I mean, Bawana bailed. Too far gone. Nope, can't hear me. Wait, what? All right, so do we want to do Ace or Maker Deck? Not feeling Srona tonight, Joshua, and she's probably talking spoilers on something that I haven't seen yet. So I'm trying to do the la 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 because I know she's a big fan of that stuff. We'll do her some other time. I mean, there's plenty of raids to go around. So you guys want to do Ace? Let's do Ace. Yes, I need to watch that tonight too if I can. All right, let's get the raid started. Raid at Amish _ Ace _ enter invalid username, of course. Why does it do that? It always does that to me. Raid has been created. There we go. 9 seconds. Thanks again, everyone, for joining. I will see you guys everywhere. Be sure to slam Ace with some tacos. Let's go.
Rating number. Conversation anyway.
Krusty 3D, what's up, dude? How was your stream? I saw you were unboxing something, and now I'm
8 months.
Mad Cat. Thank you for the 8 months. Oh my goodness, look at this. Look at the Krusty emotes. I love it. Joshua, Hollywood, Krusty with the spinning taco. How y'all doing? Krusty, thank you for that raid, dude. Thank you for bringing everyone over here.
It was my turn.
How was your stream, man? How was your stream?
It was great.
It was great unboxing a huge ass printer kit. Oh, so you got a new